Hey there, it's Courtney from Chonnie Art, and today I'm going to be creating my May weekly pages for my bullet journal. The theme for May is bumblebees, and I'll be continuing on with that theme for these pages as well. I'm going to be using some acrylic paint markers from Arrtx, as well as a variety of different stickers to decorate these weekly layouts. This first page is going to be a honeycomb design, so I'm just placing down a few little flowers first so that I can draw the honeycomb lines behind them. I'm using this light gray marker to add the shadows first before using the paint marker for the honeycomb, because once I use the acrylic paint, it'll cover up the edges a little bit. I figured doing it this way would keep things looking nicer in the end. I've learned there's definitely a little bit of strategy involved when I'm using acrylic paint markers in my drawings. Since the paint markers are so opaque, I need to consider the other mediums that I'm using as well and how to best make each of them shine, since every medium has different attributes. I'm using this really pretty golden color to draw in the honeycomb day boxes here. I made a very elaborate honeycomb calendar page in my monthly video, and I can definitely say it was much easier to draw these honeycomb using the dot grid layout in this journal than it was winging it on a blank sketchbook page like I did previously. Here are some of the stickers that I'll be using to decorate these pages. I got these from Chonnie Artwork on Canva, and there's a whole story behind why these came to be used that I'll share with you a little bit later on. This artist has some really adorable artwork, and I saw these letters that she has that go along with her bumblebee drawings, and I just had to find a way to use them because they're so cute. I'll leave her website and Instagram listed below, and if you have a Canva Pro account, you actually have access to all of these elements that I'm using. And she has a ton of other really cute themes as well. So I found a bunch of drawings that I liked, and I varied up their sizes for these journal spreads, printed them out, and used my silhouette cutting machine to make stickers out of them. I've been enjoying having stickers for my weekly pages so much lately, since they really make the whole process a lot faster, and I, of course, love stickers in general, so it's been a really great excuse to get to use them more frequently. I also figured it would be better to have a couple of different sets of stickers to use, rather than using my own stickers for all 4 pages. So it's been really fun to have some extra variety for my layouts, and also to be able to support another small artist and their artwork. I'm writing the days of the week on the inside of the honeycomb using a dark gray fineliner, and there's one extra box at the end that I've turned into a box for notes. Then I'm using this adorable peach color to add some lines onto the inside of these honeycomb. I absolutely love this color and have found it so perfect for this whole theme. If you haven't had a chance to check out the monthly video that goes along with this one yet, I'll link that for you in the description to check out later if you'd like. And here is an up-close look at the first weekly pages of May. For my week 2 pages, I decided to try something a little different, and I got the idea for this box layout from geegee.bujo, who I'll also be sure to link below for you if you're interested. I am often hesitant to draw lines freestyle like this because they can end up looking so wonky, but I actually thought this turned out really cute, and although the lines feel really messy when I'm in the process of drawing them, I think the end result when I step away from it all is really adorable. And this actually ended up becoming my favorite layout of all of the May weeklies. I'm coloring the tops of these tabs light blue, and this is where the days of the week will go. And then I'm just adding some light pink lines to every other box, just to add a little more color to this page. I was originally gonna color in this extra line space here with dark gray and make it more of a drop shadow, but then I recalled how beautiful this peach color is and I decided to fill it with this color instead, and I was really happy with that decision. I think it really warmed up the page a lot more than the gray would have. Next, I'm just adding in the days of the week to each of these little tabs and adding a notes box at the very end again. So these are my own bumblebee stickers that I made last month. I've been having so much fun creating these, and I'm so excited to continue making more stickers for my shop. And I also sell these as coloring sheets with just the outlines so that they can be colored in. I really love using alcohol markers to color them because they provide such a smooth look and they're so satisfying to color with. One of my main goals for this year has been to create more sticker sheets for my shop, and between these ones and the frogs that I created the month before, they've just been bringing me so much joy, and I really want to dedicate more time to creating this kind of art and putting it out into the world. It's been quite challenging though, because I have about 5 different projects that I'm constantly juggling, so I recently figured out a schedule that I'm really hopeful about that will keep me on track and on par to make at least 2 of these sticker sheets each month. I'll be flipping between working on YouTube one week and then stickers the next week and back and forth, and I think this will help me to stay focused and achieve my goals at the same time. For me, I really like having a roadmap and a plan set in place that I can just follow and not have to think about too much every day. Even though I have a decent planner system for keeping track of everything that needs to be done, having 5 different projects floating around in my head often left me feeling overwhelmed because I'd be trying to do multiple things each day towards a variety of different projects and never really felt like I was making much focused or solid progress towards any of them. So having a whole week dedicated to YouTube work and a whole week dedicated to more of the artsy side of the projects that I do really helps my brain to stay focused and not get so distracted. If I'm overwhelmed by too many projects and too many things going on, then I find that I get very little done at all, and that is the most discouraging feeling. So I feel super optimistic about the future and creating more sticker sheets. And I also think I'm going to start offering these stickers as sticker packs, where there would be one full color sticker sheet along with one of the coloring sheets and a couple of die cut stickers as well. So let me know what you think of that idea and if that's something you'd be interested in. Having themed collections is something I have often been drawn to myself when it comes to art, so I think it'll be a fun direction to go in. So I'm just finding spaces on this page for all of these little decor stickers. I can't bring myself to leave a ton of extra empty space on these sticker sheets, so that's where all of these little hearts, sparkles, and baby bees come in. So with all of the stickers placed down now, here are the finished week 2 pages. Now let's have a closer look at these acrylic paint markers that Arrtx sent me. This company always has the cutest packaging, and this one is no exception with this light green checkerboard. And on the back, it shows a representation of the colors inside, which we will be swatching in just a moment here. The lid of this box comes off super easily, and inside there's Arrtx's business card and where you can find them on social media. These acrylic markers are super easy to use and the barrels are so cute. I love these little flowers with the smiley faces on them, and each color is clearly labeled on the cap here. When we remove the cap, you can see that there's a nice brush tip nib on the end, which makes it really easy to get into small spaces and have a lot of control over the marker and where your color goes. This top tray easily comes out and then reveals another tray with more markers below. I think these markers are so cute, and I've actually wanted them for a while now just because of how adorable they are since they're covered in smiley faces and flowers. They just make me so happy to look at. I'm just getting started swatching each of the colors here, which I always highly recommend to do, as some of the color representations on the back of the box don't always perfectly match the actual color when laid down on paper. And these markers are super easy to use. All you have to do is shake them and they're ready to go. There's no priming or pumping needed, and the colors are beautiful and opaque, and I think they really provided a good variety of colors in this set. There's a decent amount of gray colors as well, which I always appreciate since my main character is a gray kitty. Moving back to my bullet journal now, and we're gonna get started on week 3 here. I actually didn't use these acrylic paint markers very much on these pages, but I did use them quite a bit in my May monthly pages. I was reviewing a sketchbook at the time, so I wasn't able to feature 2 products at once, but that video actually showcases these markers a lot more thoroughly. I really have been enjoying using acrylic paint markers so much lately, and these are no exception. The colors are so fun and they lay down super smoothly and beautifully and allow me a lot of options when I'm creating cute pages for my bullet journal. Okay, so now onto the story of how I ended up using these adorable bee stickers from Chonnie Artwork. As I mentioned, I like having 2 different sets of stickers to use for my bullet journal pages lately, just to provide a little variety between the weeks. So last month, I went on Etsy and bought some stickers with the intention of supporting a small artist. But the shop was overseas, and so they took a really long time to get here. Almost 4 weeks. So a day before I needed to record this video, I realized that the stickers were not going to be here in time, so I reached out to the seller to see if there was any way I could get the digital files of them and print them out myself at home. That way I could still shout out her shop and use her stickers in my video. She then told me that she didn't actually have the rights to distribute the art, and that's when I realized that they were not her artwork at all. She was super sweet, so I'm not trying to throw shade at her, but it was quite disappointing to realize because I had intentionally gone out of my way to find a small artist I could lift up. Her Etsy shop said her items were handmade, and I see now that that does not always mean hand-drawn. So I was running out of time to figure out what to do for this video, and I didn't want to use my own stickers for all 4 pages of the weeklies. So I did a search on Pinterest for free bee stickers. I honestly didn't expect to find anything free to come up, because who would be out here just giving their art away for free? But within a minute or so, I found the exact same bee artwork that I had ordered as stickers, but on a Canva template. So I went to Canva and found the original artist who created the bees and found her entire collection there. As I mentioned before, her artist name is Chonnie Artwork, and she has so many gorgeous elements on Canva, as well as on many other platforms that you can find linked in her Instagram bio. I have the Canva Pro membership, so I was able to access all of these elements and print and cut them myself. So I was still in fact able to use the exact same images I had previously purchased from that Etsy shop. The girl who sold the stickers was super nice, so like I said, I'm not trying to tear her down at all, and for that reason, I will not be listing her shop here either, because I know what she did is very controversial in the artist community, and it's also completely against the terms of service within Canva. Images from Canva's library need to be modified significantly before being sold. You can't just take images you find there and place them on a sticker sheet and sell them as your own. The Etsy marketplace is already so oversaturated with AI and stock image stickers as it is, which is a harsh reality for artists like me who pour their heart and soul into our stickers, but alas, a conversation for another day. So I think this actually ended up being a happy accident, or inconvenience I could say, because I really had a lot of fun exploring this artist's work, and I was able to pick and choose exactly what elements I wanted for my pages, and then resize them accordingly. So if I needed a larger element for a space, I could easily make it bigger, and I also flipped a few of the images to face in the opposite direction, that way they would flow better on my pages. It ended up being really fun, and my intention with creating these pages using stickers was to find another artist to support anyhow. I'm not exactly sure how artists get paid out on Canva, but it did say that I saved $26 by having the Pro membership, so I do hope that Chonnie Artwork got a decent little commission from the stickers I was able to use here. And if you're looking for some adorable artwork as well, then definitely check out her art because she has so many cute drawings and themes, and all of her artwork is just beautiful. So as you can see, for my week 4 pages, I'm using my own stickers again, and I'm actually laying them down first because I know they'll be overlapping some of the day boxes that I have lightly sketched in the background here. When I design my sticker sheets, I try to include a mix of large, medium, and small stickers so you have plenty of options to decorate journal pages like this. I love adding little elements like the dotted loop-de-loop flight patterns for the bees, and I might have gone a little bit overboard on this sticker sheet because there are so many little hearts and sparkles and tiny details, but I really enjoy having a lot of little pieces like this to help fill in the spaces. If you're interested in checking out these stickers or supporting my artwork, I'll link both of my shops below. And I super appreciate those of you who have already purchased stickers from my shop. It's a dream of mine to be able to make a career out of my artwork and the various different art-related projects that I have. And within the last 7 months or so, that's just becoming more and more of a reality, and I'm super grateful. It's been a lot of work, and slowly but surely, I feel like I'm getting there. I'm continuing to freehand these day boxes, and I think their wonkiness is rather cute looking with this kawaii style bee theme. And then for some reason, I got extra confident and decided to freehand my lettering for the days of the week as well. Usually I would have the words written down in pencil for a rough guide and for placement, so I'm not sure why I went rogue with that. And then I totally forgot how to write Saturday in cursive about midway through the word, but we're just gonna gloss over that. And before I wrap up this video, I should probably mention that Arrtx kindly offered to give away a box of the acrylic paint markers I used here to one of you. So, as usual, be sure to check out the description for more information on how to enter the giveaway. And thank you to Arrtx for being so great to work with and for creating awesome art products. And here's a closer look at the week 4 pages. A very quick and simple layout. And somehow it's already time for the final flip through of all of the weekly pages for May. I had so much fun creating these pages, and I'm really excited to continue to explore using different elements from Canva for stickers. I'm so excited to share with you the theme that I have planned for June, but until then, I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll see you again in the next video.